Good morning, student. In previous class, we study about electric field lines. Electric field lines. And what is electric field lines? That if a test charge is taken, in a electric field, then electric force apply at the test charge, and under the action of this electric force, the test charge moves in a imaginary path, and the imaginary path is called electric field lines. Means in a electric field, under the action of electric force, the test charge moves in a imaginary path, and the imaginary path is called electric field lines. Next, properties of electrical field lines. Properties of electric field lines. Properties of electric field lines. There are 7 properties of electric field lines, which are: at first, if we have a surface, then electric field lines enters and exit from the surface at 90 degree angle. This is the first property. Second, he passes through positive charge to negative charge. If one charge is available, then passes from positive to infinity. If negative charge is available, then infinity to positive charge. Next, number 5. If we draw a tangential line at the electric field line, then it represents the direction of intensity of electric field. 6. Two electric field lines never cut each other, because if they cut each other, then at the cutting point we draw more than one tangential lines which represent more than one directions of intensity of electric field, which is not possible. Next, number 7. Intensity of electric field is directly proportional to electric field lines. Means if intensity of electric field is increases, then electric field lines are also increases, and if electric field lines are decreases, then intensity of electric field is also decreases. Our next topic is electric flux. Electric flux. Electric flux. What is electric flux? Then number of electric field lines passes through a surface or surface area is called electric flux. Means the number of electric field lines which passes through a surface area is called electric flux. Electric flux is represented by phi. Electric flux is represented by phi, and phi is a scalar quantity. Phi is a scalar quantity. Means electric flux has not a direction, because a scalar quantity is only a magnitude, not a direction. So electric flux is number of electric flux lines which passes through a surface area is called electric flux, which is represented by phi, and phi is a scalar quantity. The SI unit of phi, or the SI unit of electric flux, SI unit is volt into meter. Volt into meter. This is the SI unit of electric flux. Volt into meter. Here, let us consider a electric field. Let us consider a electric field, and here we have electric field. This is a electric field, and equal electric field which is represented by E. Means the intensity of this electric field is same, which is E. And here a surface this is a surface area. Let us consider this is dA. This is the surface area dA, and the angle made at this is theta. This is theta. Means the area made a angle theta with intensity of electric field. So here, according to the definition of electric flux, phi equal to E dot A. मीन्स डेफिनेशन क्या होगी इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स की? द स्केलर मल्टीप्लाई ऑफ intensity of electric field and area of the surface is called electric flux. Here phi equal to electric flux, next E equal to intensity of electric field, next A equal to, here A equal to area of surface, and this is dot multiply or scalar multiply of two vectors, or two vectors are E, intensity of electric field, and area of surface. Then the dot multiply of intensity of electric field and area of surface is called electric flux phi. If the surface area is dA, means small. If the surface area is small, then electric flux is also small, or is also small is d phi. Means if the area is small, then the flux is also small, because the number of electric field lines passes through a area is called electric flux. And if the area is small, then the electric field lines which is passes through the area is also very short or small. Then at this condition, the electric flux is also small, which is d phi. This is equation number first. Put the value. in equation first, and here d phi equal to E dot d. According to scalar multiply of two vectors a dot b, we know that a dot b equal to ab cos theta. Here d phi equal to E dA cos theta. Here the value of electric flux is very small, and if we calculate the total value of electric flux, then integrate this equation, because the result of integration is maximum. Means if we integrate the small value, then we calculate the total value from with the help of integration. Here the total electric flux, this is small electric flux, and here the total electric flux. Total means integrate equation second, or which is integrate means d phi equal to E dA cos theta. The integration of dx equal to x. The integration of dy equal to y, and here integration of d phi equal to phi equal to E dA cos theta. This is equation number 3. This formula represents the formula of electric flux, or the relation between electric flux and intensity of electric field. Equation 3 represents the relation between electric flux. Equation 3 represent the relation between electric flux and intensity of electric field. Means phi and E. This is the relation between phi and E, and phi is electric flux and E equal to intensity of electric field. Apply condition. But if we have angles, or if we have theta, then apply conditions. Theta equal to 0 degree, theta equal to 90 degree, and theta equal to 180 degree. First condition, case first. If theta equal to 0 degree, then from equation third, phi equal to E dA cos theta, theta equal to 0, and the value of cos 0 equal to 1. The value of cos 0 equal to 1. Here phi equal to E dA. The integration is with respect to area, means intensity of electric field E is constant, then put it out of the integration. E, this is T. Here integration of dx is x, integration of dy is y, and integration of dA is a. So phi equal to EA, and this is the maximum value of electric flux. If the angle between E and dA, means angle between intensity of electric field and surface area is 0, then the electric flux is maximum. Second condition देखो, case second, if theta equal to 90 degree, Then from equation third, and the equation third is phi equal to EDA cos 90, theta equal to 90, and the value of cos 90 equal to 0 means EDA into 0, and if when we multiply anything with 0 then all is 0. Okay. This is case second. And last, if we have theta and we want to apply and we can to apply the conditions, then always apply three conditions: theta equal to 0, theta equal to 90, and theta equal to 180 degree. Here case third, if theta equal to 180 degree, then from equation third, and from equation third phi equal to EDA cos theta equal to 180, and the value of cos 180, so the value of cos 180 equal to, this is EDA into cos 180 की value -1, here phi equal to minus EDA, here the integration is with respect to dA, so E is constant, put it out. Phi equal to minus E, this is dA, the integration of dA equal to A, and the value is phi equal to minus EA. This is the minimum value. Means if the surface area and intensity of electric field is in same direction, then the electric flux is maximum, and here if the intensity of electric field and surface area is in opposite direction, then the electric flux is minimum, or if they are perpendicular to each other, then the electric flux is 0. This is complete. In next class we study about charge distribution. Charge distribution is two types: first continuous charge distribution, and second uncontinuous, so non-continuous charge distribution. In our syllabus only one charge distribution is available, which is continuous charge distribution, and the continuous charge distribution is also three types, which is linear, area and volume, which study in our next class. Thank you.